Hello, welcome. In today's video, we are going to start a brand new series of the e-commerce. We are going to build this amazing e-commerce from scratch. Okay, so this is one of the awaiting projects guys have been requesting. At the same time, I'm just going to give you a brief about this project, but I think it will be so much amazing to build this project. I just like any tiny bit of it. It is so much cool, so amazing. We have a lot to implement. Okay, we have a lot to implement. It is so nice. Okay, we have a lot to implement. If you see how slick this is, filtering stuff, guys, this is so good. Look at this, like import. How are we going to do this? Okay, how are we going to do export, import? You have even bulk select and like delete. Okay, you have filters which are real-time filters. For instance, you can just say fresh fruits. This will be filtered fresh fruits. You can just come here and you use price, maybe high to low. This will be you can see, you can just have here, you can view products, you can update products. Okay, uh, you can add a new product. Look at this, guys. Okay, I like this sheet, like the not the get me very well, not the I mean like this whole pulling up like this, not a new page. You can see we are still on this the same page. I like this kind of model, and I think we use the sheet from Shard. They have this component that looks like this, that pulls up from the left. Okay, this is just cool. We have apart from that, you can see you have categories. Look at that animation. Did you look at that skeleton, guys? That skeleton is really amazing. We have the same thing, and I did not show you the pagination. Look at, guys, we are going to implement pagination. Look at this. Okay, look at this pagination, guys. Okay, we are going to implement this pagination. Okay, now let's look at orders. There is something great in orders. You look at, we have all these, of course, all this stuff here. Placing of orders, you can change the status of the order. Okay, you can just say delivered, and this feature for now is disabled. And then you can print out an invoice, guys. Okay, you can first of all view an invoice. You can view the invoice here, and you can just go ahead and either download or print. I like this design, guys. Look at this. Look at this, how slick this is. Okay, this is really nice. Okay, we have customers, we have staff. Okay, you can add a new staff. Okay, you can add a new staff just like that. Of course, we have the settings, we have the dark mode. Okay, so we have a lot to build in this series, and I know we already have the inventory management system moving on. We are about to finish it, and I started this because my client wanted it just started on, like he wants to see the start of it, and I had to start on it. Okay, we are going to be moving in parallel. As you can see, I always put one episode. These days I make 2 episodes per day, one in one side, one in another side. It is insane. It needs a lot of energy, guys. I appreciate your contributions. If you want to buy me a coffee or anything, guys, you'll find the link in the description where you can buy me a coffee. I will really appreciate. But give me a little bit about this project. If you see, I 1 year back when I was starting Next.js, if you check this, this is Next 12. I used the Next 12 for on this project. It was an e-commerce. You can see it is really minimalistic, but it works, you know. It works. It was for my client. Now he wants it to make it really big. Okay, he said he likes this design, he still likes this. We are going to try to polish up this one. Okay, he still likes it, this design. He wants us to maintain the same design, but we are going to add first of all the backend. So this was JSON data, or this you are seeing here, or this was JSON data. So right now we rebuild it. We not only put the front end, but we also put the back end. Okay, we'll put the back end. That will be really crazy. Okay, we'll put the back end, and we are going to start with the back end because I like this. We are going to right away start with this. Okay, yeah. So we'll build this up to the end, and I feel like in episode 1 we should do like this overview here. This looks amazing. Okay, this looks amazing, guys. I really like it. Okay, so this is what you're going to start on, and we have a lot to implement. As you can see, we have charts. I'm already here on Chart.js, guys. So you're going to use react-chartjs, and to implement these charts. Okay, we are going to use that to implement these charts here. Okay, we'll use that. We have the tables, and are more into the challenge of putting the pagination. Okay, we have to put the pagination by ourselves. Okay, we're going to put the pagination by ourselves, and we'll see how this comes along. Okay, yeah, so let's just jump in. I already have a brand new I have here a brand new Next.js. If you see, you can see so much brand new. I've not changed anything. Okay, I've just installed it, and I want you to follow step by step. Okay, I've just installed it. There's nothing else I have put in, so that you can actually start from scratch. You see whatever you're going to put. So normally I'm just going to open here a new terminal, so that we install some of the dependencies that we are going to start with. Okay, so the first thing I'm just going to do, I always input Sass. Okay, I like using Sass, so I'm just going to say npm install Sass. So meanwhile, as I'm installing Sass, I'm just also going to change some things. Instead of using global.css, I always want to put my styles in this I'm just going to right click here, put new folder. I'm just going to say styles. You have seen me doing this couple of times. I'm just going to get this, and I can drop it in styles. Okay, drop this into the styles, and you can rename it. Just simply rename it this. Okay, just rename this to main.scss. So just going to change this to scss. Okay, that's great. And anyways, like even these days I'm no longer using much of it, but we're just going to remove everything here and put just only min height. Okay, just put min height of 100 view height. Okay, as simple as that. And all these other ones you can remove, so that we have a clean main. And after doing that, just simply come and add it here, so that it starts working. So just add this slash, and you can just say styles. Okay, and then you say main.scss. Okay, as simple as that. And I'm just going to name this as Ecommerce for now. Okay, so this is the beginning, and let's see if this took changes. Let's see, they're saying what. Okay, yeah, so yeah, it took changes. I'm just going to go ahead in the page here. Okay, in this page here, I'm just going to remove everything. So I'm just going to remove everything, just like this whole main. Okay, just remove this. I'm just going to put this as a div, okay, and just put like h2 where we have like e-commerce, okay, as simple as that. E-commerce, welcome to, so you say welcome, okay. So this is what we have here. I've removed everything, and you can quickly put in the center by just saying class name, okay, just say flex items center and justify center, okay. I can just also go and say flex core, and let's just say a mini height of screen, okay, just as simple as that. So we have this in the center just like that, and let's just also give it class name. I just say text for Excel, okay. Yep, so we have a clean start, okay. So we are going to start now part one, or the first section of this. And guys, the course is coming. A full stack course is coming, packed with stuff. It is fully packed, having before React, after React, Next.js, Node.js. We have authentication system. We have systems we are going to build there. So the course, you can join the waiting list. You can join the waiting list. I will leave the link in the description. Just simply join the waiting list. I will let you at the end of this month, and you can also start getting familiar with this website. We are going to use it a lot, okay. So you have like we have a lot of we have courses, of course. We have the interview questions, practice project. We have a lot of stuff, guys. We have a lot of stuff we are going to do. You can see the platform. I'm working on it, but it's coming so much nicely. I like it. We'll have the membership, okay. As you can see here, we have the people who are offline individuals. We have the ones who are online, and all kind of stuff, okay. So there's a lot of memberships here. Then there will be this newsletter that I'm also starting to work on. So I'll be letting you also to join this, the code mentor membership. This is really great, guys, okay. I'm also just working on this but so far you can join so far you can join the wait list, okay. You can join the wait list here. I will just leave specific the link to this wait list here, okay. Thank you so much. Let's just go back to our e-commerce. So right now what we have is this, and we are going to start with basically with the dashboard, of course. So we have to start with routing, okay. As we did in the previous video, we have to start working with routing. Now there's one thing I want to try. Of course, we are going to have the backend. So I'm just going to put here I'm just going to put here this as back office, okay. And then as we did last time, you can just like put this and this. I want to try something right now, okay. I'm just going to write another folder, and I call this one the front end, okay. And the crazy thing I'm just going to do is just dropping this page in it, and I see what happens, okay. And even this layout, let me just drop into this and I see what happens, okay. So we have that just like that. I don't know what will happen right now. Let me just go and see import styles. Oh, okay, the styles, they are complaining in the layout. I can first actually bring back this to this layout. I just only interested in this page, here. I'm interested in this front page. If we drop it there, does it change anything? It doesn't, guys. Look at this, like it is still working properly. This is amazing, guys. Because we just now going to have the front end and the back office into that. Okay, so later this, they are not seeing this. For that, as I said, you put these you put them in parentheses. That means that this one will be omitted in the routing. So here they don't see the front end. Okay, they don't see anything to do with front end. They are only seeing this page that is inside. Okay, so that is great. So that means we can create another layout. Okay, we can leave this layout and we can create in the front end, we can create the layout there. Okay, and then we can also have the back office layout. So we can have the front end layout, the back office layout, and then they are working properly in each of these sections. Okay, yeah, that will be so cool, and we'll do that. So in the back office, of course, I'm going to start with a new folder there, which is going to be dashboard. Okay, it will be dashboard, and then inside this dashboard is where we'll have the page. So this will be the actual dashboard. So page.jsx. Okay, and then we'll of course have the catalog. So if you check here, we have the dashboard. You see the dashboard, and then we'll have inside the dashboard. So we have this dashboard which has this one. I'm just going to say RFC. Okay, and this I'm just going to say dashboard. Okay, and then inside this dashboard you could have, now inside the dashboard we have the page. Now we could also add another thing. For instance, all other pages, they will be here, so you can add catalog. Okay, you can just add catalog, and then inside the catalog is where we'll have all these things here. If you see under catalog, we have products categories, attributes, and coupons. Okay, we have all these stuff, and the coupons, you can of course create a coupon. As you can see here, you can create a coupon, and of course we'll see how we are going to work with all that. But we have all these ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So all these 4, okay, they are under inside the catalog. So you can have, for instance, the one thing we could also do, one thing that is nice we can also do is, for instance, dashboard products. If you see here, they have, if you click on products, they have here like this. We could actually do that. What I'm just going to do is this catalog, I don't want it to be inside, so I'm just going to rename this. I don't want it to be inside the route, so you can just put this into the parentheses again. Okay, just like that, and then inside this I can create products, for instance. Okay, products, and then let me create another one, new, which is going to be categories. So categories, we'll have another one which will be like, let's see, we have products categories, attributes, and coupons. So yeah, we have attributes. Okay, we'll have inside the catalog, we'll have also coupons. Okay, and of course we'll have even other things like sliders. These ones, we could just call them banners. Yeah, just call them banners, and many other things. Okay, so we have these, and they are all under this. So you just create under products, I create page. Let me show you. So if I create page.jsx, I'm just going to say RFC. Okay, I'm just going to come here and I say h2 of saying products. So if I just say here products, I'm just going to copy this page just copy and let's paste it into all these places and simply change here to coupons. Okay, and then we just paste it in categories. So here we change to categories, and they just go and paste it in banners. So here it will be just like banners, and then finally we have attributes. So if I just paste this into attributes, okay, as simple as that. So we have the catalog. So now let me just show you. If I go to dashboard, and here is this going to be like localhost dashboard. So you have something like localhost, and then you have dashboard. Okay, if I'm just going to say dashboard here. So if you just see I am on dashboard and just like on localhost stroke dashboard, which is really nice. And then on the dashboard, you can actually just go and say products. Okay, so you can just say products, and yeah, so we are on products like dashboard products. This is really good because I can have also categories. Okay, I can just say categories just like that, and look at how it is working amazing. And we have this complicated routing. Okay, I just want you to understand this, how this works. So right now we have this app. Inside the app we have the back office and the front end, and look at how we are putting the front end. Instead of dropping the page inside the just app, we are dropping it in the front end with these parentheses, and it is still working properly. Then in the dashboard we have the catalog, and this gives us ability to do something like to still arrange all our folders in terms of like arranging and understanding them. Because if we just now come back to this, we have for instance customers. Okay, we have customers orders and our stuff. So if you just come, for instance, we say customers. So under dashboard I can now create another folder called customers. Okay, so you can have these customers, and then of course I can go ahead and create another one which is going to be staff. Okay, we have staff, and then we have staff, then we have settings. Okay, I don't think we're just going to put this in languages. We're not going to put international. We have the store. Okay, then we have, of course, they have this, since it is a template, they have like the pages. Okay, but they just have, of course, they will put a link also for the online store, but we have our stuff here. Okay, and now since this one we are going to modify it, it will also have the vendors, or it will have farmers, because this is going to be sort of a grocery e-commerce. If you look at it, most like fresh fruits, vegetables, what. So we'll have a lot of people who are going to be working in this system. It is going to be a multi-vendor, and we are going to also put in a multi-vendor, guys. We are going to have multiple logins for different people. We'll have the admin. So here inside the dashboard, I'm just going also to add, for instance, a folder for farmers, and these they are going to be like suppliers. Okay, farmers, and then we also have markets. Okay, so farmers can create markets, and we look at that in the future, but we are going to have also markets. Okay, we're going to have markets, and where this markets comes from is this on the Instacart. Okay, we just got that concept from Instacart. Okay, we got that concept from Instacart, where Instacart has a lot of shops. So you can be in a certain market. If you just go here, and I'm just going to duplicate this for a second, and if you just go to instacart.com, if you just go to instacart.com, you will see that they have a lot of sort of markets. or they have a lot of stores that you can pick in. So you can see here there is this Sprouts, there is this, so you can just come here on the store and then you pick your own, and we're just going to see how to implement this. So we have not only categories, but we also have like these markets here. Okay, so someone can just like have the Sprouts, or you can have the Safeway. So there are so many. So when you click on Sprouts, you will now have a different whole store about this. Okay, and this is what you're going to have also in our e-commerce. It will have stores. Okay, we'll modify this on the UI. We'll have categories and we have stores. Okay, and that's why I'm just going here in the stuff. I'm putting the markets. Okay, the markets are the same as the stores. Okay, yeah, you can just be like different markets, and they have different. So farmers, a farmer can create a market. Okay, a farmer can farmers, in fact, like an admin can create a market, and I think farmers can join the market. We'll see that how we are going to implement that, but we have where we have the markets. Okay, yeah, so I'm just going to drop the page. So just copy this. Under the catalog we have this page. I'm just going to copy this. Just go under customers, just paste this, and we have here see customers. Okay, and then we have like farmers. Okay, so we have like here farmers. Okay, and then we have the markets. Okay, we have these markets. Okay, they can be stores, or but just call them anyways markets. And then we have the staff. We have the staff. I'm just going to put here staff. Okay, and that's it. So we have all these now pages, and you know what, if you just go to here, you have dashboard, for instance. You can have stuff. Okay, just like that, and it is all on the dashboard just here. But if you see how we have arranged it, it is so nice that we don't have any conflict. Okay, yeah, so this is already looking good. Okay, and then of course I'm just going to create one more thing, which is going to be components. Okay, and then in the components, of course, we will have also the front. So I have the front end components. Then we have also the back end, or the back store. So you see back office. Okay, so we have these components also divided into two sides. Okay, so far so good. And let's just go back here. So what do we want to work on in this video? Okay, so right now we are just like on a blank slate. Right now we have just a project, and then we have to see what to start with. Okay, so what I'm just going to do is we start working on to this dashboard. I just want to do something today amazing. I feel like we should do something amazing, guys. Okay, so I'm just going to put this if you just check this here, you just realize that the logo is onto this is on the sidebar. So we have the sidebar, and then we have this front this view here, the same way we did. So I'm just going to go onto this back office, and the first thing I've just put also is a layout. So I'm just going to create a new file called layout.js. Okay, and inside the layout we can do RFC. Okay, and I can just name this one as layout. And then inside here, of course, you know, you have to have the children. Okay, and then simply here just going to come, you can have your class name, and at the end of the day you will have, for instance, class name, and we have two things. Okay, we have the sidebar, and then we have this side, uh, the main. Okay, the main body is here. So here we'll have the sidebar. So you can have, for instance, you could use any you want, whether you want to use flex or what, but we'll have, of course we could just try flex here, and then I will have here, of course, also a div. Let me just first put a div, and I'm just going to say this is going to be the sidebar, and this other one. So here I have the main. I can just call this main actually. Okay, and in the main, in fact, let me just first call this a div. Okay, just going to have also a class name. So in the main we have two things. Okay, in the main we have two things. Let me just first extend this here. In the main we have the header, and then we have now the actual main, where the pages. So the main, where we have the sort of we have this header. So I'm following the structure, like we have this part on the left as sidebar, that's when the output here, and then this whole other part here, okay, is this calling the main body, is this including the header and this dashboard. Okay, so if you just look at it, that's how it is, just like that. So in this class name here we'll have the navbar. Okay, so we have this navbar, and then we have this main, and that's where, so I'm just going to come here and I put, for instance, h2, and I say navbar, and then here on this I'm just going to say main. Okay, main, just like that, and inside here I'm just going to put here children. Okay, so this is where the children goes, because all whatever is going to be changing, these children represents pages, and if you see what is only changing is only this part. Okay, that's why I'm putting the children specifically in this place. Okay, so I can just go quickly create some of the things and we plug them. So in the back office, create a new file, for instance, sidebar. So just say sidebar.jsx. Okay, rfc, and I'm just going to have here class name. Okay, so bg, for instance, bg slate, and this is maybe 800. If you look at the color of the sidebar, and then this, okay, I just say slate 800, and you can just go ahead and put a bunch of things. For instance, you can have a logo. Okay, we can have this logo on top, and this a bunch of links. Okay, I'm just going to have a bunch of links, and this just going to put here href, and just here have a hash. I'm just going to simply have here as logo, and then you can just have like a bunch of links if you just look at it there. Okay, and then you can have here a div, and inside this div you can put other links, or other links, they will just go inside this div. So you can have multiple of them. Okay, you can have a multiple of them. Okay, we have the dashboard. So here we have the dashboard, dashboard, and then here we have catalog. Okay, we have catalog. Of course, we have to create a loop as usual, catalog, but right now they just focus onto this customers orders, so you can just have customers. Okay, markets, you can just have like markets. Okay, then you can have like farmers, you can have like orders, we can have so many things going on here. Orders, stuff. Okay, just to duplicate some of these. So we have stuff, we have settings. Okay, and they just have online store. Okay, and we shall also be picking the concept from their online store. So if you just go here and you just check, they have the online store. For this backend, they have the front end. This is the front end. We'll be seeing if there's some nice concept we can actually copy from this. Okay, yeah, so we'll be getting some sort of like some guidelines, but we'll be sticking also to this and this. We'll be doing some a lot of comparisons. This is going to be the shop page. Yeah, and the front end, this will be the shop page. The market page rather. Like this, someone can just come to this market. You can see a Sprout Farmers Market. So someone can come to this, someone can create a market, blah blah, all that kind of stuff. We'll be looking at it in the backend, all that kind of stuff. So far, you can see here. So we have this. I'm just going to literally just say maybe space y of maybe space y of 6. Okay, so we have this, and even these ones, let me just go and give them some space y maybe of 3. Okay, so having that, we're just going also to specify the width. Okay, we could control the width from either this side when we are doing the backend, or when we are doing the responsive. We'll look at using this this layout. Okay, we have this layout, so you can decide to put it here. They control the width right away from here, or you can actually control it from the other side. Whichever you decide, it will be still be okay. But I'm just going to do is just plugging in the sidebar just like that. Just have this sidebar just like that, and then of course we have the main. So the sidebar for now, let me just go and give it a width. Okay, just go and give it a width of maybe 200 pixels. You could just give it a width of whichever you want. Okay, maybe 60. What is 60? If I hover here, that is like about 240. Just do 50 something. Width 50 something. We have 52. Let's see this. Okay, this one looks fine. Okay, and I'm just going to go back to the back office layout. So here we have flex. We can have this one, and this one we can give it width is full. Okay, and in here we have this, the navbar. I'm just going to quickly create also that component. So just create here a back office, create a new component, navbar, okay, .jsx, okay, rfc. Okay, so here we have only two things. If you check here, we have this icon and then things on the right. Okay, so we're just going to have this icon. I can just get that icon and I'm just going to install Lucide React. So down here, just say npm install Lucide React. Okay, these are for the icons, so you can just go ahead and install the icons. Okay, let me just also reduce onto this. Okay, just like that. And so we have the icon, this side we have the icon, and then we have the other side, we have the three things. So the other side we have the dark mode, we have the three icons, and I will make all these ones to be buttons, or the three. So the other side we have a flex, so I'm just going to see dot flex. Okay, so the first button has the dark mode. Okay, so this one has later the moon, the sun, so I'm just going to say sun icon. I don't know if this one is there in Lucide sun. Okay, and it looks like it is there. Okay, I'm just going to do that, sun. Okay, and then just going to multiply this 3 times. Okay, and here we have the second one is the notification. So we have here for the notification. Okay, notification, I don't know if Lucide they have notification. They actually just have the bear, so you just say bear. Okay, bear. I don't know how the bear looks like, but we can quickly just go to here and we just say Lucide icons, and you can just search for the bear, for instance, and we see. Okay, yeah, so this is the one we want, the bear. Then we have the sun. Yeah, so the sun is okay. And last one is the avatar. Okay, so that one is an image. Okay, we have an avatar user. Okay, we have an avatar there, user. I'm just going to put right now the user as we look for the image, user. Okay, so we have these three. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and give them like space, x3 here, and then I have the icon. So the first one is the also a button, and this one is going to have the menu, so you can just come here and say menu. And we have this one, and then we have this menu justify. They look exactly the same. I don't know where the difference is, but I'm just going to use align justify. So you could just say align justify. Okay, just like that. And for this, I'm just going to give a class name, flex items center, justify between. Okay, and we can just also give it a bg of slate 800. Okay, simple as that. And we could have text of slate 50. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and plug this in the layout. So where we have the header here, just simply plug in the navbar. Okay, just like that. So we have the sidebar and the navbar, and let's just look at so far what we have. Okay, yeah, so we have that it doesn't look good, but if I go back to the sidebar, I give this a min height. In fact, we could just give it a height of screen. Okay, could give it a height of screen and to just look like that. And for these stuff which are inside here, we have this also. We could just use flex, more especially for this one. Okay, flex, and here flex core. Okay, and we have space y already. Okay, and this one we could give it also a class name, and we give it maybe margin bottom of 6, as simple as that. So we have just like something like that. Okay, so we could also just go ahead and say text slate 50. Okay, and you could also go and give some padding. Okay, padding maybe of 3. So far you just like work with that. So yep, now for this for the so you can see that the header is also fixed. So I'm just going to first work on that, and the fact is how it is fixed, we give it a height. Okay, so just work with the edge, maybe 15. Okay, h16. Okay, so just say h16 is about 64 pixels. I don't know if that is big. Okay, so let's just see. Okay, that is big enough, I guess. Let's go ahead and give it some padding. Okay, so padding. Okay, so px of 8. So just say px 8. And for padding y, let's just stick to 4. Let's see that. Okay, and now for the colors, so here there is this scroll that is differentiating them, but later you can just put some gap. Okay, I'm just going to put a slightly small gap in the layout. So here I'm just going to see a gap of 4, just like that. And if you want to see that gap is let's see, yeah, so you can just select there is a slightly small gap, maybe just make it like 1 or something. Okay, we'll see how to handle that, if we want it to be there or not. Okay, one thing also, I could give them slightly different backgrounds. So this, I'm just going to give the sidebar, this is the navbar, let's leave it at 800. Sidebar, let's drop it to 700, and you see. Okay, okay, so you can drop that one to 700, or we could leave it at 800, and then we drop the navbar to 900. Okay, just see, yeah, so this one is more black than this one. Okay, So we'll be seeing as we go. Of course, you know how this goes. We keep on improving, improving. So now you can see the pages. Let me just link some of these pages we have. For instance, in the back office, we have the dashboard. Let me just scroll this and also drop this. We have already some in, for instance, catalog. Okay, we have some which already like in the catalog. Then we have all these links, but whichever links, if you just go to the dashboard and you are changing here, for instance, product, okay, you see that it changes here. Okay, everything you change, what is changing is here, and that's how it works. Okay, so right now what we just want to work on, really, maybe I don't feel like we should leave this. We give this gap. Let me just first remove it for now. We leave it just like touching. Yeah, just like that. And now we have this main. Okay, this where the dashboard is the main thing. So we can just go to our main and we can give it a class name. Most especially, let's give it padding of 8. Okay, can give it padding of 8, and this will push things to be looking more nice. Okay, and for it you can give it a bg. Okay, you could give it bg or bg slate 950, like it is more dark, but doesn't create much difference. So what I'm just going to do is dropping some of these navbar. Let's just drop it to 800, and sidebar I'm just going to drop it to 700. Let's first work with that. We shall see. Okay, so that we have a lot of differences. Okay, and so far in this also layout, we could just make this one to have text slate 50, and this also feels like it's so much dark. Could just drop it to 900. Yeah, much better. Okay, so we have this already. We have this working really properly. Now the good thing is we have the dashboard. Okay, can have the dashboard here, and let's start. So what we have been doing is just like a joke, guys. We've just been setting up starting. Right now we're just going to start with the actual game. Okay, to just like work on the min height. Okay, so you can see the shape now comes out. Okay, and we'll of course work on the dark mode. I think in the I'm just going to first work on this when it is in dark mode, but we'll drop everything into we'll implement dark mode and light mode. I like it. We'll implement that one. So the first thing you're just going to work on is these statistics. So you're just going to have these statistics cards. Okay, so we have these, the big cards, we have the small cards, and then we have these weekly sales. I'm just going to start with the dashboard. Okay, let me first make this one fixed, the nav bar. So just go to the nav, simply just apply fixed. Okay, and the top 0, as simple as that, and the width is simply also give it full. This might not just show any change, but okay, so the change is that now the other ones go up, and the only trick is that we gave this a height of 16. So we can just go to our layout and we give this the main. We can just go and give this main a margin top of 16. Let's first check that. Okay, so that is great. So we are back to, but the good thing now is that the header is fixed, and we could just go ahead and also fix the sidebar. If you just see that the sidebar is also fixed, so we could just also fix it. Let's say go back to the sidebar. where is the sidebar? So sidebar is here, and we could just say fixed. So we have fixed, we have left 0 and top 0. Okay, let's see that width. It already have a width, I guess. Sidebar, doesn't it have width? Yeah, I just see. So this should, okay. That gives us a problem. First of all, we want this to have also like a margin left of 52. So we could just first of all increase it slightly. It looks like it's smaller. Okay, it looks smaller. Just going to give it 60. Okay. Okay, yes, let's just work with 60 and see. Yeah, so 60 looks the right. So I'm just going to go to the header, the navbar, and I don't know if we should just like give margin left of 60. Okay. Okay, so the problem we have now, it pushes the other things off the screen. That's why I always get the problem. Okay. So if we just go back to the nav, so we have this width full. Let me first remove this width full and see. Okay, so we have that. Then what are the options we have on width? Do we have like width auto? I've never seen that. Like width auto. Okay, I don't know what this really means. Okay, but I wanted just to give it width full. I don't know. This width gives 100%. Okay, how about with the screen? Okay, it doesn't also sort the problem either. So how about max width? Max width of if I give a max width of full, I don't know what this one now does. It does this. Okay, so I'm just going to first remove this margin left. I'll just see how to handle that. For now, let's just stay with our width full. Okay, so we have this scenario right now. The good thing, they are all fixed. We are on to the dashboard. Let's just see products. Okay, so why is our margin top not working? So the margin top in the layout, this one, I just try like 24. Oh, where are the oh, okay, I understand. Okay, I understand. So this 16 is okay. So the other margin left, I'm just going to come and I put it onto this. margin list 66, it was 60. Yep. And you can remove it from the navbar. So okay, we have this. Okay, width is full. Now let me just remove this. Okay, see. Oh, okay, so I think we can control it with left. Okay, so just stick with this full, but instead we just select 60. Okay, okay, just like that. Okay, so it still causes the same problem. Okay, and I don't know if this has anything to do with like right zero. This is what happens with the with the positioning, more especially like the fixed and all that kind of stuff. But never mind, they just concentrate on the dashboard. We shall just have in the coming episodes, we just concentrate on the header and the sidebar. Okay, right now the vibe I want to get is for the dashboard. Okay, so just dive in and build something. Okay, so when I navigate to different places, you see that this title is pretty there, like this heading is ever there. Are you seeing that? So that is like we can create this as a component. It just like that heading is ever there on everywhere you go, this one. Okay, so I'm just going to code it maybe a heading. So I can just code it here, headings in the back office. I'm just going to have a heading, so just say heading. Okay, dot jsx, and I'm just going to say rfc. So it takes in actually the title. So just say it takes in a title as simple as that, and then inside here we're just going to have h2, and this h2 is going to have the title, and let's give it some class name. Okay, I don't know if it needs really an extra div. It doesn't, just put it alone. Let's give this a class name. First of all, let's give it padding y of 8. Okay, and as simple as that, we can just give it padding y of 8, and then font text. Let's try to excel. Font you can just say font board or same board, and it is text slate 50. Just come and use this heading. So on the dashboard page, so the first thing here I'm just going to put is this heading. So just say heading. Okay, and let's pass in the title, and the title is dashboard overview, I guess. Yeah, so you can just pass in this dashboard overview. Okay, and let's look at how this looks like. Okay, so you have dashboard overview. So I feel like the padding we gave it, this heading, you can first close all these other things. Customers, they just close all these pages at once, and let's only have the heading here. So this padding we gave is really not necessary. Let's just see. And we don't need, I think, padding. overall. Yeah, so it is just, that is a perfect, it is really perfect in that place. I like it. Okay. Okay, so now we have these cards. Okay, so the second thing we have after this is that we have the cards. I just go to the dashboard page. So after this, the heading, we have the large cards. Okay, and then after that we have the small cards. Okay, and then we have, let's go see, then we have the sales charts. Okay, we have charts. Okay, I like this because it gives you what you need to work on very fast. And then we have the table for orders. So just have here recent orders table. Okay, so we have all these stuff. So let's start with the large cards. Okay, so just going to go to this back office and let's create a new, so just say large cards. Okay, .jsx. It might not be the best naming, but it will work. So I will start with already giving a class name, and then inside here we'll have a card. Now you could just go ahead, of course, create a single card, and we are going to do that, of course. So we have large cards, and then we have the large card. Okay, so you can have large card.jsx rifc. So if you look at the card, they just design one card. So the card has an icon, has a title, has this. So all these ones, we are not going to put these down ones, but we have the title, the icon. So it takes in the icon. Okay, just going to receive it. Just first work on it, just like that. Class name, and then inside here we can have this from Lucide. Nice layout. Yep, so we have these layers. So you have like this layers 3. I'm just going to have layers. So into this, I'm just going to have an icon, simply like that. Layers. Okay, I will have an icon, and after that I will have a text like today orders. So just have like h4. Okay, and then finally we have a number like this. Okay, and just going to have like h2, just like that. Okay, so this number will be in since this e-commerce is going to be in Ugandan money, so I'm just going to say UGX, and you can just put in your own currency like dollars and all that kind of stuff. Okay, yeah, so and first they will be in K, so 100K or something like K, I guess, because the figures will be big if we just leave them like that. So basically that's it. The card has only that, and the card is rounded. Okay, rounded MD, maybe just a rounded LG. Then it has a color, so you can see they have different colors. So that one will also be a prop. So I can quickly also give that one So you can just also give as a class name. So this one will just come as a class name. Okay, some class name, and we'll simply add it. Okay, you can just have something like this, and then here you can just this, and then at the end of the day we can just have this class name, class name. Okay, okay, so it is rounded, text white, so you can just have text. Just put all these ones before. We can have text white. Okay, what else? Now we work on to these ones, the font. So for instance, for this, let's just say text CXL. Okay, and that's it. And let's just go and see this large card. They just go to the large cards. So here, inside here, I'm just going to have the large card, just like that. And then I have the large card. I'm just going to give it, for instance, a class name. Okay, and here I'm just giving like BG. Let me just give BG straight, like this one is green, so just say BG green 600. Okay, you can duplicate this many times, 2, 3, 4. So you have 4 cards, so you can just change these ones to blue, orange, okay, and purple. Okay, so let's just bring these large cards, and I'm just going to give them grid. So grid core 1, then on like MD grid core 2, and then we can just have also LG grid core 4. So here you have grid core 4, and then MD just say 3, and then SM just say grid core 2. Okay, just like that, just to make them responsive. And let me just get these large cards, plug them inside there. Okay, just have these large cards. Okay, let's see. Okay, so far that's how they look like. I'm just going to go back to the large cards. Okay, let me first see. The first problem we have is gap, so I'm just going to add some gap. Okay, gap of 4. Let's look at that. Okay, and then for each individual card, let's just give it a shadow. Okay, okay, and then let's give them padding. So you can just give padding like of 8. Let's see how this one looks like. Yep, so that's not bad. And then I don't know if we need to add everything in the center, so you could just use flex. Okay, just say flex items center and flex core. Okay, and yes, like maybe gap of 2. let's just see how that one works. Okay, that one just looks yeah, much better. So we have the cards, and let's maybe give the large cards, let's give them sort of like, so padding, maybe padding y of 8. Okay, just like to add some spacing on top. Yeah, so far this this should be responsive. Okay, however much we're having the the numbers not telling, but you can see some point we have them working really well. And yep, so this is that is great. We can just like make this text also responsive. Okay, this one, so annum circums, I just say lg, so lg should be text that, and normal text is going to be 2xl. Okay, that is great. Okay, that is great. So you have these ones done, as simple as that. Okay, the only thing I'm just going to do is we could have the data so that we can look through these so that we can just look through these cards. Okay, we could just have the data and the icons changing. Okay, so let's first look at this. We have, so this is just like sales over time. Okay, we have sales over time. Okay, so they could even have, since like it's just like sales, they could even have the same icon. I don't know why we would give them different why would they give them different icons? They could have one icon. Okay, yeah, just going, since they are all just like no, we have orders and then we have the sales. Okay, so it's okay. Total orders, yesterday's orders, this month, last month, all time sales. Okay, they are all orders. So the only thing I'm just going to do is going to be this period. So just going to have 3 things changing. We have, let me just go up here in the cards, and I'm just going to say const here. Okay, const order stats. They are for the stats. I'm just going to create this, and then the only thing we just have is the title. Okay, so we can have, like, for instance, a title. So we can have title just like that. The sales. Okay, in fact, you just have this one as period. Okay, and then sales here, you can just have the numbers 110, like we just have like 110. Okay, and it will be just something like this, 110,000, and you could have also the for now, for the color. Okay, for the color, I don't know how we are going to do the colors, because it would be weird if the color is coming from the backend. Okay, it would be really weird if the color is coming from the backend. But you're just going to see how we'll handle that. And just say put here color. Okay, I can just say here like this, bg green, just like that. So we can just have this, just do this, Ctrl C. So we have two, we have 2, 3, 4, we have 4. So we can have these today's sales, we have yesterday's sales, and these ones you can just say maybe 130, and this one is going to be like some other color, blue. Then we have this month, so we have this month, and this one can be like 300,000, and then we have like this last month, okay. I just change this to orange, and then lastly we have to this all time sales. Okay, so yes, I have this, okay, like 500 maybe. Okay, and this one could be something like purple. Okay, so instead now we can just map through this. Okay, just map like this, just come here and see stats, say just like sales stats or order stats. Let's see, it is order, like order stats dot map, and here you have maybe start, would have a start, and then this, and then let's just return. Okay, so return this. The first thing, we give it a key, which is I, and then this one we could just pass the start here. Okay, we just say here data is equal start, and you could just even just use this as an item, whatever, and just use like simple words, and then when you go to the card, we could just receive the item. Okay, so if you just come here, it will be item dot class name, item dot we call the title, and then here we could have item dot sales. Did I name it as sales? Okay, let me just see large cards. Okay, we just name it sales. So in this we have this sales. Let's see if this changes. Cannot define. Okay, so we just named this as color. Okay, we named it as color, if I remember. Okay, so we have another one, color. What did we name it, guys? large cards, it is color. Okay. Then this is supposed to be data, so if you just pass in that, this is supposed to be data, not item, sorry. So this data everywhere, data data data, as simple as that. Okay, so we have this. One thing is missing, so they were just like this, the what they call this period. Okay, period, as simple as that. Okay, so we have that being done. Okay, the stats, if you want to change the icon, I don't know if the icon we are supposed to change it. Here they look like they were changing the icon, but if they're just like the same figures, I don't think there is a need to change the icons. Okay, so the large cards are done. Okay, the large cards are done. Now it is, we'll write a function that changes to case. That function, we just write it. We'll write a function that converts figures into like k. If just like 130k, then if it just like exceeds like this, becomes a million. So that we just have these figures harmonized somehow. But right now I'm just going to work onto the small cards, these ones, and it's just going to be the same kind of concept. Okay, so I'm just going to go to this, create the small cards dot.js. Okay, and I'm just going to go to these large cards. Later I just copy almost the same thing, go to small cards, just paste here. The only thing I just want this grid, so just go ahead and create, first name this to small cards. So the small cards also, they're having statistics like total order and all this kind of stuff. Okay, I'm just going to go for them, they have the icon, so I'll just go here, create small card .jsx, and just say RFC. Okay, so you can't just start from this. For them, they don't have different, so they have the same colors, so we don't need anything from this side. I'm just going to go to small card and let's give it some stuff here. So rounded, okay, say rounded LG. First of all, let's give them shadow LG. Let's go ahead and give them BG slate. I don't know, this is going to be slate what, 700. Okay, they have an icon. It is the icon which has the color. Okay, so we have the icon. So total, we have 3 things coming in. So I'm just going to get the cat icon. So we have the icon which is in flex. So right away I have a flex. Let me remove this. I'm just going to have flex. Okay, and then in this flex I have the icon, so just go and get the icon. Here just have the cart, for instance. Okay, so just going to get the shopping cart. Okay, dot cart, not just like that. So in that flex we'll have the icon, which is shopping cart. Okay, and then it is in flex with these two. Okay, the total order, so I have here a div, and then inside here we'll have these two. So we have a p tag for the total, so here total, and we can also have like h3 for this. Okay, so these are in flex, and this cut, let me just give it so padding, for instance of 6, just going to give it a width of like maybe 8, height 8, bg orange maybe 600. Okay, just like that. Rounded full, so here I just have rounded full, and I'm just going to see of course flex and justify center, just to make sure that the icon is in the center. Really, I don't know, do we need to do that? Okay, just for see what we have so far. I'm just going to go to small card, copy this, and where we have small cards, okay, we have small cards. I'm just going to see here small card, and just remove these all others. Okay, just remove all others, and let's see, and let's just go and put this in the page. Small cards, okay, just go and see them. Okay, they are here, and I saw they will be like small cards. Okay, not card, we don't want the card, we want cards. Okay, so we have them looking like that. Okay, so I'm just going to go back to the card, small card. First of all, this class here, everything I've just added here is supposed to be in the div, and then in this div let's have this icon. Okay, just like that. Okay, so now I can just go ahead, give this one a more bigger width. Let's just try something like 12. Is 12 there? Yep. And okay, so that's great. And let's go and center the icon, rounded full, flex, justify center. Okay, so the icon is now centered, which is good. So to this whole card, this one, let's give it a padding of 4, and we see how this is going to work. Okay, so this is great. Let's give a here space of maybe 4. I think we could just also give like let's first see, yeah, there is space actually. if you think about it, there is some space that is remaining on the side. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead. The titles, increase these numbers. So the numbers, these ones, class name, so text, maybe 2 Excel, font bold, okay. So that's great. So we have that that one done. Okay, so you could just go ahead and also give dynamic data. Okay, we just give it some dynamic data. First of all, is the icon is changing, everything is changing. We have only like the title. So inside here, the cards will have this as whatever as data, and here we have the title. So this, I'm just going to convert period. I'm just going to see wherever there is period, just replace it with title. Okay, so period, and then now we can just see total order. Okay, orders pending, orders pending. Okay, we have orders processing and orders delivered. So this is status, order status, order we just say order status, whatever, and then order pending, order processing. So we have order processing, then we have orders delivered, orders delivered. Okay, delivered, and you say maybe 300, 200, 100. Okay, 150, doesn't matter. To the orders, maybe just say 500. Okay, so we have that. The titles, what is remaining is the icon. Okay, just going to first put like one icon, like the way we have here the shopping cart. Okay, so I'm just going to say here color, replace it with icon, and just say icon color, actually icon color. Okay, or icon color, just icon bg, icon bg, just like that. Okay, just add one more thing here, the icon itself. Just get this. I just need to get this icon from, just to do this, Lucide. Okay, and I just use that everywhere. Just simply copy this icon and I have it added onto all of them. Just come here and just pass in this item. We just say call this one status or whatever, and then pass it down here. status, and let's just use the common terms like data, and this one was data is equal to data, just in case you want to reuse them in any other project. It makes sense. So just come and receive this data. Okay, and I could just go down and I just say const, and I can extract these things here. For instance, from that data we have, let me just go to small cards and then just copy this, go to the card and have that. So we have the title, we have this sales. I don't know if we should just leave it as sales. Let me just go here, the number, so just say Control F, Control H, just call it number. This side is going to be number. Then we have the BG, and then we have the icon, which I'm just going to name it as icon. Okay, and then remove this. Now we just say is equal to data. Simple as that. Okay, so we have that, and we can just using it. For instance, where we have this. Okay, I'm just going to change this into to this, and then for BG orange, I'm just going to say here icon BG. Then we have number, so it is the number. So here we have the number. Okay, and then we have this total order, which is the title. Okay, and then finally we have the icon. I'm just going to first leave the icon, and I see if this changes order status. What did we name this? Order status. Okay. Okay, so the BG is not working. What did we name it? Icon BG. Icon BG is not working. Why? Okay, there is space. Okay, so the icon BG is working properly. One thing is the icon though. So the icon, let's just try and see. Icon normally have issues. Okay. Okay, so the icon seems to be working, and we can just go ahead and put different icons. Okay, we can just go ahead and put different icons. For instance, we have this baggage claim, just like random icons. We can just like at some point put. So yes, here for instance, orders delivered. Yeah, we use a check. For instance, check. Okay, so the check. Do we have even this check? Let me just use check. So if you want it to be an icon, just put it here. and let's just say check. Okay, let me just go outside here and try to put, so you have check. Okay, we have the check icon, just put it here. We have the processing, like sort of history. No. So for the processing, what do we put for processing? They are not arrows. I don't know how they call that. And okay, it is here. Refresh cc. So it is refresh. Okay, so just go this, put it on the processing. Okay, and then we have order pending. Maybe rotate. I don't know. So pending. Maybe load. Okay, yeah, just use this load that too. So we have like load that two here. Okay, just copy this and let's put it on this. Okay, remove this and let's see if the icons change. Okay, so the icons have changed. Okay, so we have them also being done and they must be also responsive. Okay, just like that. Okay, so that's great. So now you can see we are moving on swiftly. Okay, we're just moving on well, and then we have, of course, the charts. Okay, so you're just having the charts. So we're going to have those two cards that are going to hold the stuff. I'm just going to go and create charts. So in this, I'm just going to create a new file, not a new file, a folder, a new file. So just see here, start. This, maybe you call them what? Sales charts. Just call them sales. Can just call them dashboard charts. Dashboard charts. Dashboard charts. Okay, RFC. So I'm just going to give them a class name, and I might just use grid, grid core 1, log grid core 2. Okay, I might just use this. So I will have two charts, the sales chart and the, so you can say I have the sales and the products chart. So I'm just going to say weekly sales. So I'm just going to go here and create here weekly sales, weekly sales chart .jsx rfc, and just have this as weekly charts, whatever. And then another one is going to be the products. These are just like trending products or what? Yeah, best selling products. So best selling products chart .jsx rfc best selling, so just h2 best selling charts. Okay, so now these two, just bring them into the weekly sales chart in the dashboard charts. So inside here we have two. Okay, the weekly sales, and then we have the another one is the what, best selling. So we have the best selling. Okay, don't worry, just make sure the name of the component is descriptive. Don't worry about the length, but just make sure it is descriptive so that someone cannot get lost when they are looking into your code. So just give here some gap, gap maybe 4. So I'm having gap of 4. I'm just going to bring this dashboard charts. Okay, just close here, just have the page, and finally we are on to the charts. So just do this. Okay, so if we just go back, okay, so we have the charts as simple as that. We have this like that, and now we can just go ahead and look at the charts. Okay, so I think the easy one will be this this stuff. So inside there is this heading inside it. So I'm just going to go to start with the best selling products, and I'm just going to actually, yeah, that is the name actually, best selling products. I'm just going to leave it there and just give it a class name of text excel font board. Okay, if I do that, what do we have so far? Okay, that one just looks better. First of all, let's go ahead and give this class name. Okay, so just give it a bg slate about 700. Okay, so let's give it a padding of about 8. Okay, let's give it rounded, so just say rounded lg around it. Okay, just see. Okay, so that's great. We have just that. So now we have now the chart. Below that, then we'll have the chart here. Okay, so now as we said, we are just going to use these this chart here, and we already have a pie chart. Okay, we're just going to see here, see full usage. Okay, so I'm just going to click on see full usage pie chart. Okay, of course we have to install it. Just right click on this, we need to install this. So just use npm, just like this, save, copy this, and let me just install this. I've actually never used it. I don't know how this works, guys. You know, I've not been, someone may think I've been developing for 10 years. That's not true. Okay, the only thing I just know is that you should have a developer mindset. If I find a library, it shouldn't take me so long to use it. Just simply go into the documentation and you will figure it out. If you want it to work, you will figure it out. That's the most important thing. Because if you look at most libraries, they actually have good documentations. Okay, they always give you how to use it, blah 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 blah. So just come here to this pie chart. I have no idea if this open in editor, I guess. Let's first look at this. Okay, so we have finished installing everything. We have the chart. This looks like something we want. I'm just going to minimize this. So first of all is to import chart as Chart.js. There is arc element, tooltip. I think these are the tooltips they're talking about, these ones. And then like the legends are these ones. Okay, then you register these as plugins, I guess. So just get this first of all. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead import them on top there, and then we have now the data. Okay, so I'm just going to the exporting this data. You only have just only the data. Yeah, I'm just going to first get this, just have it inside here. Okay, we don't need to export. Okay, just simply say const data. Okay, just say const data, and if you just look at it, it has two things. It has inside the data is an object made of labels and data set. Okay, so for instance, we have read the labels. Let's first look at the labels. What are the labels? These ones red, for this red, like blue for this this blue. For us here, the labels, let's first see the labels we have, for instance, in ours. So we have, okay, so we have like green lettuce. Oh, so you can even cross it out. Okay, so you have these are like products. We have green lettuce. So just say here, like green lettuce. Okay, another one we have is rainbow chard. It's like a rainbow chard. Just like rainbow. Okay. Then I just put like the names we understand. I'm just going to say here, for instance, cabbage, because like if this is the fast moving things, just have here watermelon. Okay, so we want them to be 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Want them to be 4, so I'm just going to say cabbage, watermelon. What is? Could just go on this. We look at these vegetables, whatever. I want to this. like we could just have like go down here and see. Okay, you have these fresh fruits, they don't even have names. There is lime, there is broccoli, so just use some of these names. Broccoli, broccoli. Okay, 1 2 3 if I want to make it 4, broccoli and maize, just like that, and just remove these other two, so we have 4. And even the data set, I think they should be 1. Okay, so in the data set we have this as one thing. It is an array of only one item, so we have the labels, and then for this label, then we have like background, then we have the border color. I think they just move like if there are 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6, so for us to just remove, we leave just 4. Okay, for the 4. Oh, and the data is this. So for instance, if you want cabbage to occupy more, you put this. Do these have to occupy to anything? Okay, so just say this one has let's just first see, just want to put them in form of like up to 100. So if I just say 50, this one took like 10, then 20. Okay, and then this one also 20. So these other two, we'll remove them. So these are like the numbers: cabbage 50, watermelon 10, broccoli 20, and maize 20. Okay, so the color, this will go for the cabbage, just like that. Then the border color, just also remove here. Okay, just remove like that. Border width 1, and that's it. Okay, let's just go back to this side, and you just say pie chart and give you the data. Okay, so here we're just going to go to where we have the chart here, and you just simply say pie chart, pie chart, and we're not going to get it just a second. What we installed here, I think, is this pie. It's just pie, and just simply give it data, and the data is this data. So just say data is data. Okay, so as simple as that. Let's just first see what we have, and I'm just going to give this one a margin bottom of like 4. Okay, let's just see what we have. Okay, so client component. Okay, so just go here, make this one client, use client, let's just see if we have any success stories. Okay, yeah, voila, we have the stuff, cabbage, and then you have this, and you have that, and you have this. Okay, that's cool, guys. That's cool. I love it. The only thing is I don't like these colors. I'm just going to work onto the colors to look more nice. For instance, we have like green, so we could just go there's a, they call it gradient what? There's a tool called gradient. Do I still remember it? color kit. I think it is color kit. Do they give the things in like the colors in terms of, I just want to see if we could just get like colors. For instance, this and the colors. Okay, so they don't give us the colors in terms of, can just okay, we can just have like a color generator, whatever. Just we could just have any tool for generating colors. We don't need to really hassle with colors. Okay, and we could just also just, I think, from here, just a second, this does not change. Okay, let's first look at like these ones. It looks like it's going to complicate anything. RGB, can I put just like RGB? Okay, RGB color codes. It is this colors, just like have any of these tools help us pick some of the colors instead of like really hassling. It doesn't copy. I just need like the one where I can just simply copy. Like I just say blue, move here to blue. Okay, just move like here. So I have blue, but then this we have to copy the numbers. Like those are the tools you should just like generate. Like you have your RGB color generator or something. Even this one you have to copy. I think we have no choice than, okay, so this one is much better. Are we allowed to copy? Like, okay, let's first see how they are. Just have like that. We could just like do this. I'm just going to go to CSS here and I'm just going to generate them from here. Okay, just come here and just say, for instance, we can just give a background color. I can see my machine started struggling. BCC background color. So here start with like blue. Okay, so when you say blue and you go here, they just go here and edit the color. My VS Code is my PC is struggling really. Keep waiting. Okay, so can just have like the RGB, so just have this and move it slightly down. Okay, the machine is freezing, guys. Sorry for that, but my machine is sick. Okay, so you have this. This can work. Just have like 0.7. Okay, so I'm just going to copy this. Is this RGBA? Yeah, it's actually RGBA. So basically, just have this, copy this for the first one, as I've just said. So like this one, just paste it here, like this one to be blue. Okay, and even the border color, I'm just going to give it the same thing, border color, but maybe drop this one more higher or more less. Okay, and then let's go ahead and now just move this to something like pink, then copy this. Okay, copy this. Copy, just go here. Okay, just give this. Just going to give this the same thing. Color, drop it to 0.3. Okay, so next is just go here. Let's change to the some color, green, like sort of this green. Just move it so dark like that. So just also copy this. Okay, just like that. Just copy this, paste it here. We can just leave it, just these ones remain, and basically the last one, just give it like 0, 0, 0. Like this is black, and then you just put like 0.7. Okay, so just go and see our chart now. Okay, so like it looks much better. Okay, so you have this, and you have also the legend. So you can see how easy just putting like the chart. This was really pretty easy to put the chart. Okay, put the chart on it. It just looks like huge. I don't know if you can go ahead, and give it other props. So if you look in the documentation, let's just look here. If there are some other things like width or something, I don't know why you can do the customization. Just if they give us here this, they don't give us so many things like the width. Does it have to be that big, or you control it with the container? I guess you control it with the container. Okay, so whatever I guess you have here, you could just like put it in a container, and then you control the container. Okay, yeah, I think that's how you would do that. Let me see if, for instance, you put in another container and you give this again another padding of 8. Okay, so it does this. Okay, it looks like much better. So just going to customize this data. Of course, in real time will be coming from the database, but you can see this is 50%. These ones are taking the percentages just like that. Okay, great. So we have the second one, which are these ones, the line graphs. We have 2 of them. Like we have orders over time. Okay, and there are 2 of them. So I'll just have another card. Okay, and specifically these cards, they look like they have a particular width. I will look for a way of reducing the height. I haven't really known how to do that. Okay, but if you just like put here or you hover there, let's see what would be the things you can pass in here. And yeah, it seems like things to do with color. It takes in a class name. Takes in like a class name. Does it? Let's say width. Width is like 30 something. They just like try 32. Okay, and height, I guess height 32. Let's just see if this affects that. Not really. Okay, this does not really affect it. Okay, let's pass in like 14. Okay, just like a really small number like that. Just would say to the affect, just see. So the class name doesn't affect this. How about giving like width? Width is like 100, and then height 100. I'll just like look for a way of how we can customize the size. Okay, so this one seems like to be doing something but not the right way. Okay, it seems like to be doing something but not the right way. Okay, so for now, just first leave it. At least we have it showing up. The chart, we have it showing up. We shall work just towards making it much better. Okay, okay, that's the that animation. I just work onto this the line, this line here. So we have this weekly sales. I'm just going to copy this the same thing, go to this onboarding, weekly sales, and just put this here. And let's just go here also, just get this class. Okay, just put them here, class name. Okay, so down here I'm just also going to put like dot padding 4, and this is where we're going to put the chart. So just go and get the, first of all, it has these two tabs. Okay, and you know what we do is tabs. I'm just going to get the tabs here. Okay, let's just first see. I just need to get the tabs from Flowbyte. These two tabs here. So I mean, it's like we'll have the tabs. So up here, we're just going to have like tabs, and then we have the content, like chart to display, content to display. Okay, and so just search for here for tabs. Okay, so just scroll down. Okay, we just need these like that, like those ones. This one is here, so copy this. So under tabs we have these tabs, so remove all these ones. We just only need 2 tabs. Okay, just remove also this. Okay, so also just change wherever you see the class, replace it with class name. Okay, just come here and replace. Sorry. Okay, just have we need to replace correctly. First close this, Ctrl F, Ctrl H with class name. Okay, then for these ones just going to turn them into buttons. Remove this href, and then the same thing here, just turn this into a button. So far we have sales, and so here we have sales orders. Okay, so you say here sales, and then we have the orders. Okay, so if I just go back, we have something like this. Okay, and orders are orange, everything is orange. So here orders where you have blue. Okay, blue will have it as orange. Okay, we'll have it as orange. Okay, and then we have the sales, which is having the text gray. So this is just to make it over gray 600. It's having here like text to what? Text to gray, text SM, text to gray. So this one, just make it 200 maybe. Yep. So this line is also maybe too much. Okay, border, so like this is just like one more is onto this border gray, maybe 100. And you just say here border gray, I just say 400. Okay, much better. Okay, so right now what we want is on the hover on this. Let's just see the hover text gray. I just stick to 300. 100. Okay. Okay, so now yes, have that. So now what you just need to set is the content. So we have these two. We'll have to have the content to display here. But first of all, I'm just going to have these as tabs. Okay, so can you say const tabs is equal to, so each tab just going to have the title, okay, and then we can also say just say here type, maybe just a series. Okay, so just have these two. Maybe you could even just have the data, but I just have these two here. These ones are orders. And just going to have some state to control that. So we have the two states. We have the one for sales, one for this. So by default we are on sales. Okay, so for say const, okay, chart to display, so you can just have two charts to display. Okay, then set chart. Okay, set chart to display is equal to use state. Okay, just like that, and by default just say make it to be sales. Okay, and since we are using use state, be sure to make this one a use client. So I'm making this to be use client, just like that. We have the tabs, so you know how we do it. So I'm just going to go here, okay, down here, and I just say tabs. So you have the tabs dot map, and you have access to a tab. Return, and just returning this li. Okay, just returning that li, simple as that. So one thing though is onto this. Okay, so you can just write this here, that if tab dot if chart to display, you just say if chart to display is equal to tab dot type, the chart type, and then here if this is true, then you should show some class names here. Else you should show these ones, and I'm just going to go here, copy the class names of these orange, cut these ones. Okay, just put them here. Okay, and remove this. Okay, so with that and just say on click. So on click, when we click, we just need to set, simply set chart to display to tab dot type, as simple as that. And this one should also have the key, which is I, and as simple as that. Okay, this should be now working. Okay, so you can see sales. What are the tabs we have here? We have, okay, so here we will have tab.title on the bottom. Okay, so sales, you can see, if I just click on this, you can see, so already the functionality of the active is working properly. That's great. So moving on now to the line chart. First of all, before we put the line chart, let's make sure here we are able to control the content. Okay, let's make sure we are able to control the content. So if I have two types of content, let me just have here as two H2s. For instance, this one is sales chart, and then I also have here another H2 which says order chart. So how do I conditionally show one of them? If I check on the screen, they must be down here. Want to show one, according to which one is, so you could just come here and say if, first of all, we just want to use this, we, instead of saying sales, I'm just going to say tabs here inside. I'm just going to say tabs. So here you're just going to say set it to tabs and just one dot type. Instead of just saying sales here, we're just going to say the type, because we will not be knowing this, the type. For now we can use anything, so just use this tabs dot type, and then here we can now map. We could just like right now map through. Okay, we could map through, and we say we could just go and see tabs, just write this and we say tabs, and we say dot map. Okay, and then we have a tab, and of course with index, and then inside here we could just actually say if, okay, if chart to display, if chart to display is equal to tab dot type. Okay, then here we could just return. Okay, so yeah, just going to have like one thing that we are just giving it some data. Okay, so we just like return h2, this the h2 we had here. Okay, for now I'm just going to use here tab.title, just like tab.title, and then else just return now. Okay, I'm just going to see. Okay, just return now here, and then let's just see what this one gives us. So you have sales, then your orders. So you can see this. This is working really properly on what to display here. So I mean, here we're going to have like also this what to display here. You can just be like, we'll see how we'll manage that. Okay, we'll see how we'll manage that, but so far we are doing good. Okay, so let's go out to see the line chart. So if we just go back here and we scroll to, we have table of contents, bar chart, line chart. So we have this line chart. Okay, we have the line chart, and this is the line chart, how it looks like. I'm just going to open it in the editor. I'm just going to open it in the editor. Something went wrong, just refresh. See, internet is there, I guess. Okay, so sign in. Really? Okay, just try to see it from here. Just click on this up. Okay, so the first thing is to import all these, drop these, drag this here. So the first thing is to get all these chart, line chart, title, blah blah, all these stuff here. So I'm just going to do this, copy these and just bring them to this chart. So on top here, I'm just going to come down here and do that. And this chart.register, we could do it inside. Okay, and they are using Faker. Do we need to install Faker for the data? So they have options. Then they have labels. Okay, let me just do this. Get the options. Okay, I'm just going to come down here, const options. Okay, position top, remove this. Okay, just move down. So we have labels. Just get the labels for the time, labels. Okay, and then we have the data. So I'm just going to go get the data, this data here, const data, down here. So since they're using Faker, they also install Faker, I guess. Okay, where is the error coming from? Is it because of this? Just get const tabs. Just first see this data. There is this. Okay. I think didn't copy that. Just scroll down and see. Okay, so that's okay. I'm just going to install Faker. Just npm install Faker. So this is just like for generating fake data. Okay, I can see they were using it here. Okay, they were just using it. They used Faker on the data. They're having Faker.data type, so they have their mappings through labels, and then like for each label they are generating, I think, a number. Okay, the number from minimum of negative 1000 to maximum of 1000. So okay, so let's just see here. Return. Okay, as simple as that. Just return that. I'm just going to go down here on this where we have the return. Just going to return this. Okay, so the line I think is already imported. I just see on top here we are into getting line from chart. Let's see if we have any success. Okay, so Faker is the first one, but Faker installed, I guess. I just move it up and see. I don't know why it is not reading. We are still having the same issue for Faker. Can I just say like a just there's here Faker. There are so many. Faker. Okay, there is this, and then there is also this one. I don't know which one is which. Let's just first see. I just find I installed the wrong one. There is this Faker. I think this one is the one which works. Usage, you just get Faker. It also have these things: the username, password, number. I think you can just get the QC number. Just install this. I'm just going to install this Faker. Okay, just do this. Just install this one, and this is the usage. So the usage you can generate, just say for instance faker.string dot, so there is data type. I saw somewhere data type. Okay, so here I saw something like Faker from this product. Okay, so you can have data type, UUID, and I think we have also for the number. can even generate images. This is a good one. Okay. I'm wondering these ones they used it from just faker from faker, but for some reason it couldn't work. I'm just going to use this one. Let this one first finish and we see if it can help us. Meanwhile, I'm just going to see the where is it? Just here. So it is faker from, you import faker just like this. Okay. Here we just add this, and let's hope that it is the same way how it generates like data type dot number. I don't know. If it fails, then we shall see the way forward. We will just put like an array. If it fails to do it, I'll just put manually an array. Okay. Oh, we can just also write our own function. Let's just wait and see. Can't resolve faker from faker, but we don't have this. Okay, do we still have it anywhere? My PC is freezing, guys. Sorry for that. Let's just wait, give it a second. So on top here we don't have anything. I think to do is the other previous faker. Let's just go to the browser and see. It is just reloading. Just let's give it a second and see. Let's give it a second and see. And if you are still up this point, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching. And if you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. Okay, please subscribe so that we can keep getting the content flowing. Those ones who have subscribed, thank you so much. And yep, so we have the charts, guys. We have the charts. We have dataset 1, dataset 2, and for us we wanted actually for only one for each, like orders 1, then like the other one 1. Okay, so literally we can just go and remove for only one, and we could just even just like put what, like, are we having them? Okay, so it is just faker, so it is every time it is loading new data, but we could just like would have like 2 of them on one, but since we are having this, we can just have only one graph. So we can just go to our here on the Chart.js. Let me just see the title. We could even remove that title, I don't think we need it, but you can just say here title false. We can just hide the title, I guess. So we have the labels. Those labels are okay. They are moving up to July. Let's first see they move January up to July. So if we just have these, we could have them moving, and then we could have also, we have the border colors. So you have dataset 1 and dataset 2. So you could just like take off one dataset, okay, and then this dataset could be called the name, whatever, like this one, maybe sales, whatever. Could just like have only one dataset, just like that. So just have like one dataset like that. So the only thing we have to do is to see how dynamically we change the data. Okay, we just see how dynamically, because if you see what is entering into this, okay, if you see what is entering in whatever we are rendering here, there are options and the data. Okay, so if we look at the data, where is the data? So this is the data. So you could just copy this. The options, let me first see the options. Options. Okay, so the options are the same for both of them. Okay, so these ones, they should just like have the same thing, or if wanted we could also just call them, but what we are just going to add onto this one, like this data here, this object. Okay, I'm just going to copy this object here, just copy that, and we can just take it into the tab. So you see where we have the tabs, where are the tabs? Here, for instance, sales, and now you can just add data. Okay, and then you give this as an object. Okay, so you can just go ahead and give that as an object. Let me just go ahead to remove all this, so this one, it can be an object in the tab. It has background, has the title, which is sales. Okay, the data set is from there up to there. Now we could just change the color here. These colors, we can change them. Let's first leave the first one to that. So the second one, just copy this, go to orders, so here, okay, I just change this title to orders. Okay, and then we have this RGB, let's just have 0, 137, yeah, and this one, we could just do the same thing. The border color, just do the same thing, like 0, 137, then 0. Yeah, 0.1 or 0.9, 0.5, yeah, there. So just have that, and that means here on the chart we simply have now access to the data. So data is tab.data, so here is tab.data, as simple as that. So let's see if this changes. We have the sales order, and if I just click on this, you can see we have different data here changing. We have the sales, and we have this right now working so much properly. Okay, so this has been a wonderful first episode, and if you look at this, we are really moving at a good pace. So we have this now to this. Okay, We have the charts working, guys. This is a big thing. So we have the charts working, and that is our episode 1. Okay, so if you have not subscribed, guys, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can also join the waiting list for the course. Okay, I will leave the link in the description. You can also buy me a coffee. I will also leave the link in the description. Thank you so much for watching this episode. God bless. See you in the second one.